Yeah, 73 different channels when you're logging into your PC. By the way, good morning, guys. Sensor. Yeah. What's going on? It's Jason with JWClassicVW, and just got back from a cool little drive around town, doing a little bit of, dyno checking, some logging with my Haltech Elite, and yeah, we saw quite a few different issues. Let me turn you around quick and show you what was going on with that. So yeah, I added it on the screen so you guys could see it in the beginning, in the intro, and I don't know, get a little bit of, there we go. A little bit of glare on there, but I can see that my number 2 has been acting up, and it's been going free air and giving me all kinds of crazy readings. And down here you can see the arches in the log are when I go into boost. So whenever I go to those areas, I can see that my AFR went crazy on number 2. I also had the same issue with number 4. I replaced that one earlier and it's gotten it back on point. So before I start making any kind of adjustments to my main fuel table, I want to make sure that all of my O2 sensors are on point. So what caused the problems with the O2 sensors going out? Because that shouldn't be happening as often as I've been having O2 sensors going out, and that's fuel pressure, guys. We're gonna talk about that a little bit here in a minute when it comes to fuel pressure. But before we get into the fuel pressure and adjusting your fuel pressure, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe, guys. Tell your friends, anybody else that you think might be into turbo applications. Turbo VW, turbo whatever, because turbos, they're all about the same. This happens to be an air-cooled engine. What else have I been up to? Well, I got a new fuel sending unit, because any of you guys that know anything about Goose or been around here for any kind of minute, you know that my vintage speed fuel gauge has not been, well, correct in, I don't know, probably like a year or two, couple more than that, a couple years. Yeah, this cylinder type sending unit, the one that was in there, yeah, this thing crapped out, this VDO one that they recommend that you get. So I ended up finding a 90 ohm, which that's what really matters on these fuel sending units, is that you get the right ohm rating. Found a 90 ohm setup fuel sending unit that works just great. It's universal. And yeah, check it out over here. Ooh, video. Yeah, if you guys pay attention to my social media, Facebook group, Instagram, you've already seen the install of the new sending units. Sweet. So let's talk about it, guys. Adjusting your fuel pressure. There are so many different types of fuel pressure regulators out there for anybody running an EFI system. If you are trying to adjust yours, there's a couple different ways you can do this. And, well, I did mine wrong. Go figure the first time. So when I was adjusting my fuel pressure the first time, you're supposed to take the vacuum line off, the vacuum reference, to remove any effect that that vacuum might be having on your fuel pressure regulator. So I went ahead and did that, and you've got the pressure gauge itself that's attached to the unit. Well, that thing's, it's pretty accurate, not super accurate, but I also had the Haltech. Not everybody has that, so maybe you're going off the gauge, which is could be a deviation of a couple PSI, which comes into play when you get into higher boost applications. That can throw off your whole table when it comes to what your pressure is supposed to be. I found out that through the Haltech, I can go ahead and engage my fuel pump with the engine off, and there I was able to adjust my fuel pressure right to that 3 bar or 43.5 PSI, making everything perfecto. With the fuel pressure set correctly, you go ahead and reattach your vacuum line, start everything back up, and that pressure gets adjusted as boost is required. And if you guys were paying attention in the beginning and you saw how the fuel pressure went up when boost came into play, you'll see how that couple of PSI makes a huge difference when it comes to the injectors and what kind of fuel they're pumping down into your cylinders and how it affects your air-to-fuel ratios. So yeah, my air-to-fuel ratios were all jacked up, which probably caused quite the issue when it came to my total seal rings that I ended up having to replace. Well, I've got my number 4 O2 sensor replaced. I've got to replace number 2, so let's go ahead and do that. I got to get Goose up in the air, get up underneath there, let you guys take a look at that sexy turbo header from CB Performance, and let's get that O2 sensor replaced. Yeah. A lot of tools needed for replacing the O2 sensor. 22mm wrench, some safety wire, and a couple of needle nose. Should be good to go to get everything secured and ready to rock and roll. See you guys underneath here in a second. Oh yeah, and the sensor. That would help. There you go. There's all the O2 sensors right there. Every bank has an O2 sensor. You know, like 1 cylinder, 2 cylinders, 3 cylinder, 4 cylinders. I hope you guys know about that. And here's where all the magic goes, man. Up into here, and then I have 2 OBD2 modules, not OBD2 modules, geez Louise, Haltech WB2 modules that are mounted, oh, I don't know if you can see those or not, back here somewhere. Yeah, probably not gonna be able to see that stuff. Up there, guys, you see them? Well, I gotta clip this safety wire. There's a couple spots right here, and that just keeps everything from running into the exhaust. And, you know, getting smoked, man. We don't want that. Good stuff, good stuff. Let me go ahead and cut this loose, and I'll bring you back once we are further along. Okay. Just cutting these couple of safety wires loose. I'll pull that one through. Ooh. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, Jay. Number 2, let's see what you look like, man. You look like you got smoked. It doesn't look that bad though, but you know, pull these things out of here, they don't look that bad, but they are not working. Okay, all installed, all tied up in place. Everything is nice and safety wired to where it's not going to cause any issues or run into anything that it shouldn't run into. Tight spot, guys. Big engine, lots of electronical stuff. Tight spot. All right, quick and easy, O2 sensor replaced. Now I just gotta fire her up and make sure everything is good to go, and then we're gonna talk about what we're gonna be doing in the next video, guys. Something you've been waiting for, well, some of you have been waiting for me to do for a minute. Front stabilizer bar stuff. Let's fire this bad boy up and check out those AFRs, baby. Time for a legit cold start. She's pretty cold now. Oh yeah. You guys let me know if you see anything that shouldn't be happening back there, eh? Appreciate ya. Squeaky belt. Definitely need to get that squeaky belt situation under control. She's evening out pretty quick. Fuel leaks. Now that fuel leak got me checking every time now. Good. Good. And right now, cold start, she is pretty lean. But they are all on point. Oh, it's fuming in here. Woo, baby. I'm gonna pull you out and turn you around. Put your butt outside the garage. Smells crazy. Ooh, get fumed out. Oh, super fast Volkswagen Beetle. Peace. CO2 sensor replaced. Next video, next time, guys. We're installing the CSP upgrade. This allows us to replace the silly flimsy front stabilizer bushing retainers. These things are a lot stronger, so yeah, that should be a good upgrade. I have a front stabilizer bar on here that used to be 4-inch narrowed. Actually, no, sorry. 2-inch narrowed that I cut and bent into place to work on my baby. Yeah. Next time, guys, get out of the garage, get some work done. I'll see you on the streets. Bye-bye.